You know what I'm saying? Like I saw my dad one day. It was like a movie. My dad pulls up on South Franklin, right? It's raining outside. I'm in the back seat. He leaves me in the back seat. Like I love my dad. Like I love my dad. That's my dad. So I don't want him to see this interview and think I'm talking about him because he's one of the reasons I am the man that I am now. Like one day he pulled up on South Franklin. Yeah. He pulls up on Marvin. It's a famous street in Hempstead. If all my Hempsteadians know already. Pulls up on Marvin, right. Yeah. Word of mother. Shout out to Lunch Money too, right? So he pulls up. He leaves me in the car like, son, I'll be right back. He goes across the street. Me being a curious son, I'm looking out the back window. I see my dad walk up to this guy. And I know this guy to this day. His name is Light. My dad walks up to him. It's raining, man. Walks up to him. I don't know what they saying. All of a sudden, I see my dad, bow, pop him in the mouth. Then my dad's running back to the car. Hops in the car and peels off. But these are the things that I saw, so I vowed when I had my kid, I vowed to myself that I would never let my kid see that, and I would never do things like that in front of my kid. And I would never just like involve him and just let him see, like you gotta be a better person. You know what I'm saying? But that's another reason why I am how I am now.
What's up, everybody? It's Sam from Better Society, and today I'm going to be interviewing EB. What up?
What's going on, man? It's a pleasure to be here, man.
Yeah, thank you. So I spoke to you briefly about, you told me, you got arrested, you had a few felonies, how you basically turned your life around, and you became a barber. You got your son in here too. So I just kind of want to go in depth with that. Like, tell me a little bit more about your story.
I mean, honestly, like when I grew up, single parent home, like my dad was there sometime. You know what I'm saying? Keep it honest. Like my dad was a fiend. He was a crackhead. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? My son already know. Like I keep it honest with my son, so I don't mind speaking. You know what I'm saying? He already knows. So at the end of the day, my mom did everything. My mother was my father, my aunt, my football coach. Like my mom's taught me how to fight. You know what I'm saying? So my mom's had to work like 2 jobs. So she wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So that's when you know what I'm saying? Like you always want to feel loved. You always want to feel accepted. Like even though I was the only kid, I got everything I wanted, but that wasn't equal to me going outside and having something in common with the fellas that I knew. You understand what I'm saying? So that's when I turned to the streets. When I turned to the streets, everybody think they're gonna get rich, but they don't understand that it's like hitting a lotto when you a hustler. And nobody really hits the lotto like that, especially not in the neighborhood I come from. You know what I'm saying? But it took me a while to realize that. So as time passed and progressed, I'm out there doing illegal stuff, a little bit of everything, robbing, selling, just being young. You know what I'm saying? So I wound up doing a little bit of time, but the people who I surrounded myself around kept me solidified. You know what I'm saying? So I would go to jail and they would accept me in jail. Like they wouldn't even be mad that I went to jail. They would be like, yo, E, what up? What's going on? Yo, what you doing? Yo, what happened? Yo, what's up with that girl? Like they wouldn't be like, yo, fam, I'm mad at you because you got the world in your hand, but you throwing it away. You know what I'm saying? So that happened time after time after time again. Because I remember this one fight my mother had with my dad, right? My mother came home one day, my dad was in the house. He was high on crack, right? He was standing behind my bedroom door, bro. And as my mother was turning the key in the door, he was behind my bedroom door with a bat, with an aluminum bat. And I'm getting up to go to the bathroom. If my mother wouldn't have been coming home and I would have opened that door, I probably wouldn't be sitting down giving this interview to you. You understand what I'm saying? So my mother came home, she saw him, whatever, he put his hands on her, bang, bang, bang. But my mother is she's everything. So she went to the refrigerator, like as a kid, certain things stick out to you. So my mom's went in the kitchen, grabbed a knife, right? My dad running all in the house. Now I'm sitting there, still scared because I'm a kid. I never forget my mom stabbed my dad in the butt, like with a knife. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just saying, like, it's funny, but it's not funny. But this is things that keep you balanced. You understand what I'm saying? When you understand and respect where you come from. So my mom stabbed him in the butt with a knife, a sharp knife. So he running down the hallway, running in the house. He's running in the house, pulling his butt cheek. Glenn, son, call the cops, call the cops. But I saw so many things that you put my mother through that I didn't call the cops. The streets don't love nobody. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing people need to understand and respect. The streets don't love nobody. Like, the streets will swallow you up and won't even spit you back out. And then if they do spit you back out, you ain't gonna look the same. You might not even be here. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what changed my life. You know what I'm saying? And I'm quite sure you and everybody in here could hear it in my voice. Like the pain, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like crying now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not. But I do feel like crying. You know, but it's just real talk. Like it's real talk. Like my mother would tell me, I am your mother. I am your father. But she wouldn't just tell me, like she showed me. You know what I'm saying? So like that's why I had to really get myself together for my kid. And if I better myself, I better my son. Better you, better society. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. You can't love yourself. You can't love nobody around you if you don't love yourself, bro. Like stop giving your all to people that really don't care about you. And if they care about you, you don't have to ask them to show you. It's gonna come automatic. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna feel their spirit. You know what I'm saying? So like that's just one of the reasons, because I saw so many things. Like I saw so many things, bro. Like I saw so many things, bro. You know, like people talk about what they've been through and whatever, but people haven't really been through half of what I've been through. I don't take nothing away from anybody. But all these rappers and all these people that want to be in the streets, dudes that's from the streets don't want to be in the streets. We trying to get out the streets. You dudes or you women that's trying to be in the streets is not the place for you. Like, why would you want to go somewhere where everybody trying to get out of? Like, you trying to get to the streets, and the people that's in the streets are trying to get out. That's what I had to learn. I didn't have to be in the street. But I was running, and I wanted to be in the street because everybody who I knew was in the street. Like, I felt like I had nothing in common with them.
That's real to me because my dad's a pastor. So I grew up, you know, Christian cable, not going outside past like 5 o'clock. So when I got to a certain age, I wanted to kind of, you know, go out there and hang out with the wrong crowd because I wanted to be bad. I used to fight and do nonsense just so I could feel acceptance when I went to school. So it really came down to me loving myself personally, for me to be like, you know what, let me walk in the person I know I am and stop trying to impress other people. And that changed my life completely.
The word is impress yourself, love yourself, stop trying to impress other people. Because you'll wind up messing your whole life up. Like me, I got felonies, I got misdemeanors. I don't got time to just regress. Like I have to love myself. Even if I don't want to love myself, I have to love myself because I got people that depend on me. I got people that depend on me. But the struggle and the consequences that you go through and the struggle that you go through make you the man or the woman and the person you are today. You know what I'm saying? Because God doesn't put more on you than you could bear. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been so blessed that everything that I do, like every lane that I, like, you know, decided to take, whether it be rapping, whether it be a father, whether it be a barber, I always had so much love. You know what I'm saying? Like now I'm a barber. I work at 979 Naasau Road, Klipper, Kingz. Come here, get diced up all the time.